Do you like traveling and festivals? Do you like traveling?
Not actually. I'm more of a creature of habit, so I'm usually not keen to change my daily routine. When I change it up, I often feel anxious and disoriented. Furthermore, I fear airplanes and getting carsick, so traveling isn't for me.
Do you often travel by air?
Not at all. I try to avoid it at all costs. If I must travel, I will take some motion sickness medicine and go by car or train. I was once on an airplane on my honeymoon that came very near to crashing, so my phobia stems from this.
How long was the longest trip you took?
I once had to go on business to the Philippines. It was a 24-hour flight. It was a nightmare. On top of this, I was seated next to a child who was relentlessly crying during the entire journey.
Which country would you like to travel to in the future?
I'm dying to go to Egypt. I've always dreamt of going there since I was a child actually. I'm really fascinated by their ancient culture. I would be in awe of the Grand Pyramids, I'm sure. Unfortunately, since I despise flying, I don't think I'll ever get there.
Would you like to travel to space?
Perhaps. I'm not sure how it feels to be in a rocket. I think it would be incredible to see a completely foreign galaxy. I'm curious if other life forms exist, so I would definitely go along on this journey to find out for myself. I also wonder if the moon is made out of cheese.
What is your favorite festival?
Well, that's a tough question because I'm definitely a holiday person, but I would have to say New Year's Eve. I'm always keen for change and new beginnings, so I love setting new goals at the start of each new year, not to mention I really enjoy the parties. Second to this would be Valentine's Day, since I'm a hopeless romantic.
How do you celebrate the festival?
In my culture, it's more very family-oriented holiday. We usually have a special family dinner at home followed by the countdown to midnight. However, in my culture, we add something special to it. At the clock ticks down to midnight, we eat 12 grapes which signify a different wish for each month. After this, we go out to the city or town streets to drink with our friends and wish them a happy new year.
What is the most popular festival in your country?
Definitely Christmas, since I'm from a Catholic country. Nearly every town and city goes out of the way to deck the streets out with Christmas lights and decorations. However, unlike other countries, we celebrate the Epiphany, or Day of the Three Wise Men, on January 6th just as much at the 25th. This is the day in which we exchange gifts and watch parades.
Do you like Western festivals?
Of course. They are part of my culture. I especially love Christmas, Easter, and New Year since they have always been part of my upbringing. However, I also find Eastern festivals interesting. I lived in Vietnam for 2 years, and I was in awe of the Lunar New Year and Mid-Autumn Festival.
Where do people usually go during festivals?
Between homes and the streets. We hold meals in our homes for the holidays, as we value home-cooked meals. However, we are people who enjoy going out, so we often go out to celebrate at bars or even in the streets. For example, the Christmas Eve celebration entails going to a bar with friends until the wee hours of the morning, followed by a family lunch the next day.
Do you like traveling and festivals? Tell us what you think.